There's no mister. It's just Higgins, sir.
The National Broadcasting Company presents a new comedy series. It's Higgins, Sir, created and transcribed by Paul Harrison, and starring Harry McNaughton as Higgins. Well, all is quiet and peaceful at the Roberts house this evening. Mrs. Roberts is up in her bedroom sewing. Mr. Roberts missed dinner and is still out on a business appointment. Tommy and Debbie have gone to bed, and Nancy Roberts is entertaining her boyfriend, Pudgy, in the living room. Higgins, the butler, starts to dust the dining room table, and...
Well, that's that. No need to dust the dining room.
And so Higgins goes on to dust the living room.
My word, it's dark. There's just the light from the fish tank. Miss Nancy and Master Pudgy have stepped out. Well, I can't dust in the dark, so it's on with the lights.
Higgins!
Oh, Miss Nancy, why are you sitting in the dark?
Oh, Higgins.
Oh, perhaps the bright lights were bothering your eyes.
Yes, that's it. Pudgy and I like to sit in a room with soft lights, don't we, Pudgy?
You don't say. Oh, I say, Master Pudgy, your lip is bleeding.
Higgins, that doesn't happen to be blood. Would you please stop disturbing us?
Oh, of course, Miss Nancy. Very sorry.
Good evening, Higgins.
Good evening, sir.
Where's Mrs. Roberts?
She's in her room, Mr. Roberts.
Oh, good. Let's you and I go into the living room, Well, the lights are out.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you, sir.
Higgins, you stop it. Oh, Daddy, you.
Hello there, Mr. Roberts. Quite a surprise meeting you here.
Why? I live here.
It seems that Master Pudgy was having trouble with his eyes. He found the little light from the fish tank more soothing.
Well, it should be. He's got fish eyes.
Daddy, you're embarrassing me to death.
Pudgy, I think it's time for you to go home.
It is? Gee, I thought it was early yet.
It's later than you think.
Yeah. Well, good night, Nancy. Good night, Mr. Roberts.
Father, what you just did was perfectly terrible.
There'll be no more sitting in the living room with the lights out.
The light in the fish tank was on, sir.
Nancy is not a guppy.
All we were doing was holding hands.
Well, Pudgy can do that with the lights on. I won't have it, Nancy, and to help you remember, you'll do without the car for a week.
But we need the car. Oh, Daddy, you just don't understand at all. I'm not a child anymore, and I won't be treated like one. Good night.
Holding hands in the dark. Ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, sir. It's clever. That way, she doesn't have to see him.
Oh, yes, dear. I'm home.
I suppose you had a terribly hard day at the office.
Oh, terrible. And the worst part was this evening.
But you're doing so much night work, dear. I'm sure Mr. Bascom could help you with it.
No. The boss gave me the job to do, and I'll see it through.
What's he like?
Who?
Your new client. What's he like?
Oh, yes. The new client. Oh, he's... Well, actually, I haven't paid too much attention to what he looked like.
Beg pardon, sir, your coat.
What's wrong with my coat?
I'd better brush it off, sir.
But why right now?
Because there's a long blonde hair on it, sir.
Long blonde hair?
Yes, madam, here it is. Oh, I say that is long.
Blonde hair? Where?
Here you are, sir, blonde and wavy. And very, very silky.
Long, blonde, and silky.
Oh, yes. Oh, that darn Cocker Spaniel.
Cocker Spaniel?
Yes. One jumped all over me this afternoon.
Oh, my word, sir. A Cocker Spaniel jumped all the way up to your lapel.
Yes, very frisky.
Well, dogs always did like you, dear. I'm going upstairs now. Will you be up soon?
Yes. As soon as I have a little talk with Higgins.
Well, don't you be too long. I want you to tell me more about that blonde cocker spaniel. She sounds so cute.
Higgins?
I'm just the living room, sir.
Higgins? About the long, silky blonde hair.
Oh, yes, sir. What would you like me to do with it?
Eat it! And I could kill you for mentioning it.
But, sir, I should think you'd be proud of the attraction you obviously have to cocker spaniels.
Higgins, this new client is a woman. A very attractive and very aggressive woman. Miss Armbruster's rich, beautiful, and unmarried.
Oh, I see. She owns the blonde cocker spaniel.
No, she is the blonde cocker spaniel.
Let's go in the living room, Pudgy.
You sure your father isn't home?
Of course not. There's no one home except Higgins.
Okay. Boy, your father sure was mad last night.
Father was just plain nasty last night. I won't stand being treated this way. I'm not a child anymore. Look at me, Pudgy. I'm not a child, am I? I'm a woman.
You bet. Yeah. Boy.
All you have to say is yes. I'm going to have a life of my own. Pudgy, we've got to make the decision to break away from our parents once and for all. Do you love me? Well, don't just sit there with your mouth hanging open. Do you love me?
Boy, yeah, sure.
That settles it.
Settles what?
We're going to get married.
Married, us? Gee whiz.
You said you loved me.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with getting married?
We'll run away together. We'll elope right now.
But Nancy, I can't elope right now.
Why not?
But I promised Dad I'd mow the lawn today.
Are we going to let our parents run our lives, or are we going to do it?
But you're not packed. And I'm not either.
I refuse to take any clothes Daddy bought me. We'll start fresh. We'll buy all new clothes.
Buy all new clothes, both of us? But Nancy, my allowance.
My mind's made up. Come on, Pudgy. We'll go right down to the city hall and get the license.
You're not going to tell your folks or anything?
Of course. I always tell them where I'm going. Now, let's see. I'll write a note and leave it right here on the radio. Dear Mother, Pudgy and I are eloping.
Do you have to put my name in the note?
Well, sure. Why not?
Well, gee whiz, your mother might get mad at me.
Who cares? We'll borrow Daddy's car and leave right now.
But you told me your father wouldn't let you use it.
Oh, gee, that's right.
Well, I guess we can't elope.
Oh, yes, we can. I'll think of some way to get the keys from Higgins. Oh, Higgins.
Did you call, Miss Nancy? Oh, good morning, Master Pudgy. Talkative gentleman, isn't he?
Higgins, do you have a set of car keys?
Keys? Car keys? Yes, I do, Miss Nancy.
Well, Pudgy and I have a very important errand to do, and we'd like to borrow the car.
But, Miss Nancy, you know your father was very angry last night. He said you went to use the car for a few days.
Well, I know, but what we were going to do was going to keep him from getting mad again. After today, we won't sit in the living room with the lights out anymore.
Oh, I see. Yes, you're going to have Master Pudgy's eyes fixed. So that he won't have to sit in the dark.
Yes, that's it. Well, we've got to hurry and get his eyes examined.
Oh, I'm sure your father would approve of this. Here are the keys.
Oh, thank you, Higgins. Thank you very much. Come on, Pudgy. Goodbye, Higgins. Say goodbye, Pudgy.
Sounds like a hyena. Fancy that Pudgy wearing glasses with that porcupine haircut and that mouth hanging open. And those popping eyes. My word, with glasses, he'll look like a flounder.
Well, Miss Armbruster, I'm certainly glad we found all the deed records to your property here at the City Hall.
Yes. Now we can go for that nice car ride.
Really, Miss Armbruster?
I've asked you to call me Gloria. I'm just Gloria to you.
Yes. Well, we'll take a cab to my house and pick up my car.
I understand some of my property is right on Lover's Lane.
Yes. That's where all the high school kids go.
I know why they go there, Phil.
Yes. Well, better call that cab.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Roberts.
Oh, Daddy.
Nancy, what are you doing with our car?
That is Pudgy and I...
Let's go, Nancy.
Give me the keys. Thank you. Now, who let you have these keys,
Oh, Higgins, we borrowed the car for an errand.
Well, we'll talk about it later. Miss Armbruster, this is my daughter Nancy and her friend Pudgy.
Nancy, why, you darling, you look charming, so young and so terribly attractive.
Yeah, well, we'll take the car, Nancy. Here you are, Miss Armbruster.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Now we don't have a car. Darn.
Yeah, I guess we can't elope now. Nobody ever eloped walking.
Pudgy, we aren't going to give up this easy.
We're not?
No. If we don't have the car, we'll take a cab.
A cab? But that's expensive. Gosh, a cab, all new clothes, the license. Getting married is going to cost a lot of money. Gee, maybe I ought to go home and mow the lawn before we elope.
What for goodness sake?
Pop pays me $1 for mowing the lawn.
Oh, Higgins,
Yes, madam.
has Mr. Roberts called about dinner tonight yet?
No, Mrs. Roberts, I haven't heard from him.
I do hope he can make it tonight.
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Roberts does, too.
I'm going upstairs and change.
Very well, madam. My word, look at that clutter on top of the radio. Pencils and papers. Why, this looks like a note. It is a note. It says, let's see here. It says, Dear Mother, Pudgy and I are eloping. How sweet, eloping. Eloping. Eloping! Eloping, and it's my fault. I gave him the car. I said, that's not cricket. Oh, I've got to stop them at once. I shall call the police immediately. Operator, police headquarters.
Police headquarters.
Hello, are you there?
What are you, a wise guy or something?
I say, let me talk to the inspector.
What kind, Inspector? Street, traffic, elevator, restaurant, water, sewage, safety, fire, school, election, postal tax, or garbage?
Oh. You don't understand. None of those. The police inspector.
He's in Washington.
We'll call him back. This is a very urgent matter. I want you police chaps to stop a car. Stop a car immediately. The license number is 23687.
Who are you?
I'm Higgins. I buttle for the Roberts family.
You what?
I'm a butler, and I buttle.
Yeah. Well, it takes all kinds to make a world. Okay, now why do you want us to stop the car?
Well, you'll find a couple in it. You see, they're eloping. And we won't have it. For family and personal reasons, we want them stopped.
Oh, a couple running away to get married, huh? I'll be glad to prevent a disaster like that. Yes, sir, I'm a married man myself.
Oh, yes, quite. Please phone me when you have them safely away in your jail.
Oh, don't you worry, Higgins. Nobody never escapes from this jail. This is the best jail in the county.
How wonderful. I'll recommend it to all my friends.
Philip.
Yes, Miss Armbruster?
Gloria.
Yes. Gloria?
I think you're the sweetest lawyer I ever met.
Yes. I think it's about time we got back.
Oh, silly. What your wife doesn't know won't hurt her.
Yeah, maybe not, but when she finds out, it'll hurt me.
I'm going to sit a little closer to you.
Sure.
There. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that perfume you're wearing, it makes me Oh,
It's called Smoldering Fire.
gosh, it's hot in the car.
You're a very attractive man, Phil.
Please, that perfume, smoldering fire, the smoke's getting in my eyes.
What's the matter, Phil? Can't you take it?
I don't want it. Please. Don't sit so close to me. That perfume, smoldering fire. Please, I'm a lawyer, not a fireman.
Oh, Philzy. You're just pretending not to like me. Look at my eyes. What do you see in my eyes?
What do I see? A cop on a motorcycle.
What?
A cop on a motorcycle? Oh, no, I wasn't going too fast.
You certainly weren't. Will you answer the phone, Higgins?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't dream of letting you answer it, Mrs. Roberts. Hello?
Police department calling. Is this Higgins?
Yes. Have you caught them?
Yeah, they're locked up in a cell right now. The guy put up quite a fight.
Oh, fine. Splendid. Wonderful. I'll be right down. Goodbye.
Hey, just a minute.
Higgins? Who was that on the phone? Oh, my goodness. Why did he run out like that? Hello?
Hello, missus. This is the police. Your butler Higgins just run off without finding out where we got the prisoners.
Police? Prisoners?
Sure, he had us pick them up. Mr. Roberts and some dame he was running away with, eloping. They're at the Green Acres station.
Philip? Running away with a woman? My Philip? Oh!
Hello? Hey, what's wrong? Huh? She must have fainted.
My word, officer. Why didn't you tell me where you had Miss Nancy and Pudgy?
Well, you hung up too fast. Well, we got your romantic couple safe and sound.
I'm certainly grateful to you for stopping them before anything had happened.
I'll turn him over to you now, but you better watch out. That guy was ready to fight anybody.
He was?
But the dame thought it was funny. She even told me she thought I was a real cute cop.
A cute cop. Oh, yes, you are, of course, indeed, yes. Nancy said that?
Okay, lovebirds, you're out.
I'll sue somebody for false arrest. I'll speak to the mayor. I'll wire the governor.
My word, Pudgy's voice has finally changed.
Phil, why get so excited?
Higgins, you had the nerve to come down here after what you did to me?
What were you doing in the car?
Never mind what I was doing in the car. What's the idea of having Miss Armbruster and me arrested?
Miss Armbruster?
Higgins, don't just repeat my question. Explain what you've done.
Oh, I'm not sure I can explain it to myself, sir.
Well, perhaps this will give you a clue.
Yes.
The officer here said you had us arrested because we were eloping.
Oh, no, sir. That's silly. That's stupid. I called to have Miss Nancy and Master Pudgy arrested.
What for?
They were eloping.
Nancy, eloping? Married to that halibut?
Mr. Roberts, really, sir, we're not positive Miss Nancy did marry Pudgy.
Who needs proof? The thought is gruesome enough.
Stop pushing. Stop pushing.
Get in there. We'll see what the sergeant thinks of your story.
Pudgy, delivered into my hands by fate.
Mr. Roberts. Oh, no, quick, officer, lock me up, please.
Stand back, everybody. All I want to do is place my hands carefully around his throat and squeeze until I'm shaking hands with myself.
Up where you are, Mr. Roberts. I see assault and battery in your eyes.
You've got astigmatism. That's murder.
Oh, not that, sir.
Phil, let's go.
No, I want to make sure that whatever this
eloper has done, that they hang him.
Sarge,
You want to hear the charge against this boy?
I wasn't doing nothing.
Shut up and let the officer speak.
Yes, sir.
He was in a jewelry store with a young woman. He looked at rings, and they both tried one on.
Oh, thank heaven. Then she didn't marry him, did she?
We never got a chance.
Where's Miss Nancy now?
Outside.
After they tried them on, this guy only had $1.50. So all he had to do was give the rings back. Yes, sir. But this guy here couldn't get his off.
My fingers are kind of pudgy.
That is the word. And so is your head. Where's Nancy? Nancy! Quiet!
Here I am, Father.
So this is what you do when my back is turned. Run off to marry a
codfish, sir.
Codfish?
Daddy, please, we didn't get married.
Perhaps we should go home, Mr. Roberts.
And I've got to go, Phil. I'm sorry about it.
Don't anyone get near me. Pudgy, come here.
Daddy, don't you touch Pudgy. It wasn't his fault.
Can I say something?
No.
Sorry.
Pudgy, don't you ever come near Nancy again. I advise you to leave town.
But I'm so young to go out on my own.
Daddy, please.
Mr. Roberts, please, stop and think a moment, sir. There must be a silver lining to this dilemma.
Silver lining?
After all, sir, Mrs. Roberts doesn't know a thing about it.
I don't care. Yeah. Yes, that's right. All I need is for her to show up, and then...
Philip.
Oh.
Philip. Oh, Philip.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Oh, Nancy.
Oh, Pudgy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Philip, this woman, is this the blonde cocker spaniel?
Well,
Yes. No. That is...
really, Philip, I had no idea you had such a young mother.
Higgins, take Miss Armbruster home in a cab.
Oh, thank goodness.
And the rest of you in the car.
What about me in the ring?
I'll guarantee payment on the ring, officer. Better yet, I'll return it with a finger if I need to. Now get in the car, everybody. Well, just don't stand there, Higgins. Take Miss Armbruster home in a cab.
Come on, Higgins.
Mr. Roberts.
Well, what's the matter?
She's your client, sir.
Go ahead, Higgins.
If you say so, sir, but I'm not at all sure how I'll get along with Cocker Spaniels.
Well, Philip, explain, please.
Nancy was eloping with Pudgy.
Nancy? Eloping with Pudgy?
We didn't, though, Mrs. Roberts.
Oh, Nancy, how could you?
So, you see, Higgins had the car stopped to stop them, and he stopped me.
I'm sorry, Mother. I didn't really mean to do it. But Daddy was so mean last night.
Me? Mean? Oh, Nancy, you say that after all I've done for you, all the money we spent to send you to school and bring you up right.
You leave that poor child alone, Philip. Oh, Nancy.
Oh, Mother.
You've ruined our whole family. Are you satisfied?
Oh, Daddy, don't say that to me.
I was saying it to him.
Me? What did I do?
What about the woman, Philip? The client you said was a man.
I never said she was a man, dear. You did.
You didn't correct me.
Well, you know how you hate to have me correct you.
What about the cocker spaniel?
Gee whiz, we don't have a cocker spaniel.
She's talking to me.
When did we get a cocker spaniel?
We didn't.
Was that blonde hair from a cocker spaniel?
Let's get back to Nancy and her elopement. That's the serious thing.
No, let Mother change the subject.
Yeah, I go along with that.
You keep your mouth shut.
Don't you dare to talk to me like that.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him. His mouth is hanging open again.
How could you run off with a woman like that?
I think Nancy's swell.
Nobody was running off. It was strictly business.
Then Pudgy doesn't love me.
A married man with 3 children running off with another woman.
Pudgy, 3 children. Married.
Now stop this crying before I turn you over my knee and spank you. You're not too old for it, you know.
Now he wants to beat a poor helpless woman.
Beat me? Oh, Pudgy, you're a beast.
Who said anything about beating anybody?
I did, and be quiet or I'll include you.
There, you admit you threatened to beat me.
I do not.
Oh, now you're lying about it.
Men, they're all alike.
Don't you put me in a class with Pudgy.
Gee whiz, a fellow doesn't have to put up with being insulted.
Tell me the truth. Were you running away?
No.
Yes.
There, you admit it.
I did not. They did.
Then it's 2 against 1.
Nancy, I want to warn you. If you ever try to elope again without my permission, I'll...
What about that cocker spaniel?
What about this ring on my finger?
What about the $1 you borrowed from me, Pudgy?
Well, I'm glad to see everything's all straightened out. Any questions?
What about want to know about that?
Now, Elizabeth, you see how simple the whole thing is, dear? Do you understand now?
Perfectly, dear. Everything's all straightened out.
That's good. I'm glad you understand the whole mix-up so perfectly.
Oh, I do, dear. Now sit down here next to me.
Yes, Elizabeth. And everything's forgotten.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Now, what about that blonde cocker spaniel?
Oh, no. Oh, wait, excuse me, Elizabeth. I'll see who that is.
Good evening, sir.
Higgins, that dog.
Yes, sir. Blonde cocker spaniel with very long, silky hair.
A cocker spaniel?
Yes, madam. Lovely dog. Miss Armbruster gave it to Mr. Roberts, since the animal was so fond of him and jumped all over him at the office yesterday.
Oh, then there was a cocker spaniel all the time.
Naturally. Isn't that what I said?
Oh, Philip, forgive me. Come here.
Oh, there, Elizabeth. Let's not get all emotional about how sorry we are about what we thought about our husband.
All right, dear. Excuse me now. I'll go get dinner ready.
Higgins?
Sir? Oh, he likes you, sir.
Yes. He does. Higgins, where did you get that dog?
Oh, it was nothing, sir. Sort of thing butlers do all the time, sir.
Where did you get it?
You'll get the bill tomorrow, sir, at the office.
Higgins, you rascal. But what took you so long getting home?
Well, you see, sir, I couldn't get a cab, sir.
Higgins, come here.
Yes, sir.
What's that on your collar? My goodness, you're wounded.
Wounded, sir?
Higgins, that's lipstick.
Yes, sir. And I'm proud to report I got it in the line of duty, sir.
This has been It's Higgins, Sir, a new comedy series starring Harry McNaughton, with Vinton Hayworth and Vera Allen as Mr. and Mrs. Roberts. It's Higgins, Sir is directed and transcribed by Paul Harrison and written by Paul Harrison and Rick Bullards. This is Lionel Rico speaking.
Join Jack Pearl and Mimi Benzel tonight on NBC.